I have a very happy 1031 tax exchange story to tell today. If you've never done a 1031, it's where you get to buy property and sell property, and then you don't pay any taxes on the money you made if there was a gain. And if you've been a real estate investor for the last few years and you haven't done a sale, well, get ready to listen to this to make more money for your pockets. So in the year 2020, I was selling a self-storage share. I was in a partnership. I think there was at some point 7 of us that were involved in multiple different properties, and we sold them all to one big buyer in the year 2020. And I was informed that, I do get to do a 1031 tax exchange if I so desired. And I said, yes, I hate paying taxes. I want to keep my money in my pocket right here. I want to keep it. So that means I got to go on the hunt for a property. And I was only informed 2 weeks before closing that I could do a 1031. You don't have to find the property immediately. They do give you some time, 45 days after closing. So, oh boy, it's the year 2020. And if you remember what happened then, a lot of properties were not on the market anymore. If you're doing a 1031 tax exchange, you're probably going to buy something that's on market because you got to choose in 45 days. You still have another 6 months total after closing to actually make the sale happen of your new purchase. So you have time for that, but you have to identify in 45 days. So here's what happened. I put a little notes. I sent out a message to the investor Facebook group saying, hey, I'm doing a 1031 tax exchange. And this time it was for real. It wasn't like one of those texting things where you like, my client's looking for a 1031. Do you have any property for sale? Which is a good tactic, by the way, because people know you're serious. And so I had a guy that was under my wing. He had just moved away from Athens, and he said, hey, Ethan, I saw your post about the 1031. I just saw this property come on the market all the way in Dalton. And I'm like, whoosh. Dalton is like almost 3 hours away. But it was a mobile home park. Mobile home parks are great for cash flow. And on top of that, it had only been listed for a few hours. So I made an offer immediately. Jumped right on it. It was listed for, I want to say, $180,000, maybe $185,000. I think we made a full price offer, maybe a very small discount without even seeing the property, because I knew based on the cash flow of nearly $3,000 a month that this was going to fit my criteria. And sure enough, it was very rough as a mobile home park. Cue the applause. No, I don't know if we have applause buttons. Anyway, we did our inspections, met with the owner. There was a house and 5 mobile homes and 8 acres. So I was like, wow, we have a lot of expansion potential. We have a lot of potential just to make these much nicer and bigger and better. And so that's what we did. We closed on it. We made that sucker better. We pushed the rents all the way up, did a lot of repairs, and we still made some really great cash flow. And I think we got up to almost $6,000 a month. We sold the house. We actually split off the property. Quick story. We split up the property, took the house in one small chunk and left the 5 mobile homes and 6 acres in a separate tract. And when we sold that house, it paid off our whole entire loan. So now we're like, ooh, free and clear. This is great. But let's go back. That part of the story didn't even matter. The great part of the 1031 tax exchange, which they rarely talk about at any kind of short webinar or short seminar, yes, you don't have to pay taxes. But let's say you have to spend money based on the sale price of the property you just sold. You have to spend that much money on your next price or next property. And that could include a loan. Actually, it has to include a loan if you want to not pay the taxes. The numbers have to add up to be the same number. So if you're getting X cash plus X loan, the new property has to be that much or more. Well, all I had to do was spend $145,000 and I just bought a property for $185,000. And on the property for $185,000, I only needed $40,000 down payment, but I was getting over almost $90,000 cash. I got to keep all that extra cash. Instead of throwing it into the property, I just got a bigger loan and kept that cash in my pocket, which meant I could go buy some more property with it and keep the train running. This is advice. You can do whatever you want with your money, but you should not take that money and just go blow it on some car or a truck. Don't go buy a new Toyota Camry or a Ford Raptor. Go and buy another property that will produce some cash flow, and then that monthly cash flow will help you buy that new Nissan, Versa. The Nissan Versa, the next best real estate investor vehicle. Anyway, my name's Ethan Atkinson. Watch more videos, learn some stuff about the real world of real estate investing. Thanks. Subscribe, hit the buttons. You know what to do. It's YouTube. Thanks a lot.